next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Watson on the catch. It's Duke Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The second pass play
incomplete.
there, but it's incomplete.
Let's go. Hold up.
And it should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Watson off play action, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it.
My character.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's the run.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a good switch.
CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one.
Incomplete. How was that incomplete?
And see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion.
He had it in his hands.
In the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hello?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Go.
On 4th down, they're going to try a jet sweep.
Oh, that's first, right?
He will have a first down here at about the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Long button.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. He was looking for his tight end, Kelce. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well, and Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'll pick Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback has really energized that club.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the...
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Watson going deep for Hopkins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Bro, my game is lagging.
Picked off at the 20, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Hold on, it's not fucking cool.
Why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And that's the end.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. That'll bring up second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing again on second and 10. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Watson now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Flushed out right.
Wait,
He can
no,
run
why
for
is
it,
my
he will.
finger?
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
This is
my character
and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense.
Yeah,
plenty of time to get back in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll run on first down. Hyde. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd and a couple. Watson, he's going to take off with it.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson taking it in. And the Texans push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. On first down, Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. Watson rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, it's Hyde. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watson on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touch. Kiki QT, 30 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got it.
Large biceps. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Texans 33, Chiefs 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
was coming up, kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait, cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud. Off the muscle, oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell myself son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When up in a piece magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. To get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. Guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the... They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Brady Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I think...
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to...
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Buffalo Bills, they're being led out here by their 6'5" quarterback, Josh Allen, who has had a really good season. Last year as a rookie, 10 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. This year operating more around a 2-to-1 ratio. Even though not a high volume of touchdown passes, much more efficient. And running the football, he's been even better than he was last year. He had 8 rushing touchdowns as a rookie. He's already surpassed that in his sophomore season. And as far as running quarterbacks go, you'd have to think he's the second best in the league behind Lamar Jackson, and he's got these Bills rolling. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this offense sometimes is predicated on the ageless wonder, Frank Gore.
And he wants to be a guy with limitless carries. Frank Gore gets better and better with each carry, really batters defenses with his inside running.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, and he finds Tyler Kroft. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Allen going to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Football going back over to the New England Patriots, who, as we discussed earlier, haven't had the smoothest of roads this year. But, you know, we talked about it. They're back in the playoffs for the 11th straight season. And I mentioned that Tom Brady and people doubting him late, and here we go again. But I will say, and if you disagree, this year feels a little different, doesn't it? I don't know that they have that same power.
I want to disagree in a big way because we've seen this so many different times. Remember, 10th straight season with 11 or more wins, and there's always doubters. But I think you're actually onto something. This slump on offense that we saw, really starting with the Baltimore game. Remember, they were 8-0 up until Baltimore. Then they hit a stretch, counting the Baltimore game, where they went 3-3 and really struggled to score. I think you're right about it. They've never looked more vulnerable. And at the same time, I can't believe I just said that. Because if there's anything the Patriots have done and proven to us over the years, if you want to, we usually end up in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't want to play both sides of the fence, but I'm going to. I still wouldn't be shocked if they won the Super Bowl whatsoever, but it does feel a little different this season.
If they do win the Super Bowl, it will be done a different way. And then we'll be talking about how great they are one more time. But I do think that this is the year. If you want the Patriots, this is the year to go get them.
And that's complete. It's Watson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now Brady, and an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady caught by the tight end Watson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Brady, complete to Dorsett. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Round 80. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now it's Gore. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Allen escaping the pressure right. And the grab by Croft. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on second down, this is Gore. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On third down, they'll run with Gore. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense. Not so much by the defense.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Brady on the bootleg. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. That throw by Brady incomplete. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia has got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in the...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a second, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the NFC East.
I know I'm a dinosaur on this one. Absolutely. I love the division champ getting a home game. I don't care what the record is, and I know it sounds wrong, and we're in this society now where everything has to be fair and right. And we would like that, and I would like that too for most big topics. But in sports, it's actually kind of cool when these things happen. Remember, Seattle at 7-9 hosted the defending Super Bowl champs New Orleans and beat them. That big Marshawn Lynch run that we'll remember forever. Carolina 7-8-1, they actually lost at home in their playoff game. So you don't know how it's going to turn. I like division champs winning it and getting a home game, even when the records are kind of messed up.
I'm with you. You're making me smile.
How about that? You and I sitting in the home, two old dudes going, that's the way it ought to be. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
51. 51. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They run. It's Gore. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Allen now looks to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Singletary, they'll run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Now Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Full connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a New England touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. As Buffalo comes back out here, Charles, I just want to give some love to the job that Sean McDermott has done. And, yeah, you got to give the players credit, too, but a double-digit win season. First season of at least 10 wins this year for Buffalo since 1999. And think about McDermott now. He's been to the playoffs 2 or 3 seasons. Since the year 2000 with 7 previous coaches before McDermott, 0 playoff appearances.
And this is a proud franchise, a community that loves their team. And the players carry a lot of pride with them into the future because I've seen all over social media, former Bills, so excited to see how this team is playing, coming out of the woodwork to let the world know, hey, we're all about the Buffalo Bills. You're exactly right. What Sean McDermott has done there in a short amount of time, really, really impressive. And they're also a team that's built to scare the heck out of people in the playoffs. Excellent on defense, a quarterback who can throw it downfield in Josh Allen, and boy, when he breaks contain running it, wreaks havoc on defenses.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the toss, it's Gore. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, Gore. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Brady. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And this will be incomplete. Play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, this is a good window right here, partner, to wish happy holidays to everybody out there in Madden land, and happy holidays to you and yours as well.
Same to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, however you celebrate the holiday season.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of, what is your favorite holiday song? Because I know in the elevator on the way up, we heard Feliz Navidad, and you went into the fetal position.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I feel bad about that because, you know, it's a big hit and all, but it's not my favorite. Silver Bells, as done by Stevie Wonder.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite.
That's classic. I'd have to go Burl Ives, have a holly jolly Christmas. Always puts me in a jolly mood. This is caught at the 20. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
Let's go. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A good pickup there, a 22. big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And a dump off to White. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Why 20? Hey, come on, come on, Regular.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady goes underneath here to White. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. To throw is Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They're going to try and throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 20. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside with one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Now Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Wait, that run 80, run 80. Not today, you won't. Not today.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got Sanu. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Wait, that, wide 20. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Catch is made by Harry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And fights through one man. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Johnson was the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Allen now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Pick up there of 20 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Frank Gore with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One final try now for Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, going into the final play, they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're